What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sehatha, all-purpose oracle, medium at large, prognosticator extraordinaire, otherwise known as the blind seer. Back at you with elemental sign videos. We're gonna do water signs, or no, air signs this time. Getting ahead of myself. We're gonna do air signs this time. Having a little bit of a rough week, guys. I shot all five actually of this week's videos yesterday, and I got one uploaded, and then my video producing app crashed and fragged my SD card and erased all of my music and my pictures of my kids and my personal files and every video that I've ever shot. So all of that was gone, and I wasn't even sure I would be able to keep the channel going, honestly, because without that I don't have enough space on my phone to record. I was able to get another one. I got that worked out, but now I'm reshooting all of these. Not super happy about that. Even right up until the moment that I started recording, it seemed like my microphone wasn't going to work. So it's like literally everything that could go wrong has gone wrong in the last couple of weeks. So for everybody that has stuck with me and is still tuning in, I really appreciate it, guys. I mean that. I got a lot of complaints over the last couple of weeks. A lot of people bailed on every social media platform, unfollowed, unsubscribed, unliked, whatever. People didn't like me talking about my personal life on camera, or people don't like that I smoke on camera. People don't like that, I use foul language sometimes, and oh well. It took me 35 some odd years to come to grips with my own true nature, and I don't see me foregoing it for the sake of anyone else. So, what you get on camera is the same me that you'll get in real life, and I don't have any plans to change that, because my whole thing is being as genuine and authentic and honest as I can, and if this is what I'm like all the time, this is what you guys are going to get too. And if you're not ready for that kind of authenticity and honesty in your own life, then the messages that I'm giving, they're not for you. I'm not a light worker. I'm not some love and light tree hugging hippie type. I'm an occultist. I'm a witch. I'm a different kind of reader than what you're gonna see anywhere else. My methods are older. They're based on different information. You're going to get different messages from me. You're going to have a different experience with me than you are anybody else. So, I know things that other readers don't know because I've spent more time studying them than other readers have. That's the reason most of you come to me, honestly. And I'm not going to say I'm the best at what I do, but, my clients certainly say that. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle and get into these. I'm going to quit rambling. Obviously, y'all can see I'm in a mood today. But the whole point of this is to try to help people, and even though it seems like everything is falling apart around me and I'm not getting any of the reward I was getting for all my good karma before, I feel like it's especially important with the state of the world to give people a little bit of guidance and to try to help out as much as I can. So as long as I am able to keep this going somehow, I'm going to keep trying to. And a lot of people did bail, but a lot of new people came in, and I've already got those likes back, plus some, at least on Facebook. My subscribers and my Instagram followers took a hit that hasn't recovered yet. If you guys wouldn't mind maybe sharing, helping me out with a little free promotion, since I'm not making any money doing this anymore, I'd really appreciate that. These readings and messages only help if people get to see them, and without the money to put into promotion or advertising, which I barely had any to do anyway, nobody's going to get to see this stuff because Facebook is charging me for circulation with their algorithm. So I'm kind of depending on you guys to help me distribute this information and share it in as many places as you can, because they're really limiting my ability to put it out there by myself anymore. Sorry if I'm kind of low energy today, guys. I did a really good job on this week's videos yesterday. I really put my all into them. They were some of my best work. And it's kind of a kick in the gut losing that. So we're going to try to do the best we can today, though, despite everything that's going on. So what we want is whatever reading will be the most beneficial for my business, for my channel, for the air signs in the audience, for the air signs in the lives of anyone watching, and for everyone involved. To the left, to the left, to the left. Alright, we're going to jump right into this. No more ranting and venting and, I got a lot on my mind, guys, and I don't have a lot of people to talk to about it. Usually, sometimes the only chance I get to vent is on camera, so if you're not tuning in for that, then fast forward it and get to the cards, I guess. But I happen to feel like my personality is part of what sells my brand, so I might be grumpy, but I'm useful. So, Gemini, your first card is the Hanged Man, going through some painful learning right now. Developing a new perspective the hard way. The Two of Wands. You're torn in two different directions. Your energy has two different paths it can take, and you're probably going to end up having to choose one of them. The Ten of Cups. So, you're not doing great right now, Gemini. You're feeling like everything is falling apart around you, or maybe closing in on you. Whatever it is, you're definitely suffering some emotional torment right now, and there's a lesson to be learned in all of it. And it seems like there's two paths you can go. You have two separate points of inspiration, two channels for your spirit to follow, and either way, things are going to get better, and you're going to be happy. Ten of Cups is the joy card, emotional fulfillment, manifestation of happiness. So, if you just make a choice and run with it, Gemini, it seems like things are going to work out for you. So, don't drag your feet too much, because hesitation usually causes more problems than the decision that we're putting off. That's something that comes up a lot in the cards. People avoiding making a choice that they know they need to make, and then the universe kind of comes along and keeps poking you and prodding you and pushing you until you do it. So don't go that route. Make a decision. Do what's best for you. And it seems like either way you go, you're going to be doing better. So I'll try to keep these quick. Get this stuff posted as soon as I can. I'm going to move on to Libra. Libra, you have the Eight of Wands inverted. So, I'm going to get a little clarification before I start picking apart that card. The Emperor. Now that light glare. Can't stand it. And the Eight of Pentacles inverted. So, wow, this is a really weird read, Libra. Seems like you got some crazy stuff going on, as you're having some negative emotions about matters of the heart, or sorry about that. Don't worry worry, guys. It's just allergies. I ain't got the Rona. Pretty sure I already had that back in October or November. Been talking to a lot of people that were sick for about 2 weeks with a really bad cough. And the more research I do, the more I'm pretty sure that I had coronavirus while I was having my gallbladder removed. And that's what they meant by bronchitis. I've had bronchitis. That wasn't that. But anyway, I digress. Libra, you are having some negative emotions about either spiritual matters, matters of passion, matters of creativity, but you are in a position of power, and despite those negative feelings, you are actually able to do something about it. You may not feel like you are the one in power right now, but the cards are saying that you very much are. However, it looks like you are more likely to manifest those negative emotions than you are anything else, unless you realize the position of power that you're in. You're heading for a rough time. That's something I'm struggling with lately. There's a lot going on in my life too, and I'm trying really hard not to manifest from a dark place, which, like, all my places are dark places. That's not really a good metaphor. I hate the whole dark light polarity thing because it's more misleading than it is helpful or illustrating. But Libra, it looks like by not recognizing the position of power that you're actually in, you run a high risk of manifesting from a place of fear and doubt. And the universe doesn't know the difference between what you want and what you're dreading. All it knows is you're putting all of your energy into this thing. So if you're putting all of your energy into this thing because you're afraid of it, then the universe, all it sees is, oh, you're putting all your energy into this. You must want this. And that's what you're going to get. So, this is an unpopular opinion, by the way. I'll preface what I'm about to say before with that. The source, whatever you want to call it, consciousness, the all, whatever, it's largely oblivious. It's kind of like a jellyfish. It has just enough consciousness to animate its tentacles, which would be us, are these little nodes of consciousness that branch off of it. We are the aware parts. Like in a jellyfish, whenever the tentacle senses something, it reaches out and it does its thing. But the jellyfish itself is completely oblivious. It barely has enough consciousness to stay alive. And that's sort of how the universe functions. Like, we are all from a common root of consciousness, but it's largely oblivious and indifferent. I think Lovecraft described it best with Azathoth, that it's blind and mad. It was blinded and driven insane at the moment of the Big Bang, when it saw everything that ever is or will be or won't be and isn't all at once. And in the flash, it became blinded and struck dumb and deaf and went insane. And that's a very dramatic illustration of it, but it kind of gets the point across that, like, the source doesn't know the difference. It's largely oblivious, so it just feels that you're putting all of your energy into these things, and then those are the things that you're going to get returned back to you because that's where you put your energy. So I know that was a really long explanation, but Libra, that's kind of where you're at right now. If you're putting all of your energy into your doubts and your fears, then you're telling the universe that these are the things that your energy is going. You're telling the universe that these are the things that it needs to provide for you because that's where all of your energy is going. So try to recognize the position of power that you are in. You have greater influence than you realize. You are more in control than you think you are, Libra, and don't let yourself start manifesting from a place of fear and anxiety and doubt, because that's just going to make things worse. All right, we're going to go ahead and do Aquarius and call this one a wrap. It's running a little longer than I expected it to. I didn't think I was going to get into all of that. Four of Swords, Aquarius. You are keeping your thoughts to yourself. That's not our thing. We don't do that. We are intellectual chatterboxes, and it's like a sponge. You squeeze us and information comes out. So Aquarius must have a lot on their mind if they're being quiet about it. That's just our nature. The Two of Swords inverted. Recently cut ties with something, with someone, with an organization, an entity, a system of belief, something. You no longer think of yourself as connected to this thing, and you're Six of Swords. So looks like, Aquarius, you're already planning something better, that you're keeping quiet to yourself. You feel like you're no longer connected to something that you were connected to before, and you're plotting out your new ideal existence. So it looks like good things on the horizon for you, Aquarius. Six of Swords represents the suit of air and the sphere of Tifareth. So it's like ideal existence, or the best possible interpretation of reality that you could imagine. And it looks like now that you've got a handle on your energy and you've cut ties with things that no longer serve you, that's where you're headed, Aquarius. A good place to end this on, actually, because I'm an Aquarius and I could definitely use that message. I'm sure a lot of you out there feel that same way, that better days are ahead for you, Aquarius. You're heading into a new phase where amazing things are going to happen. It's going to be better than you can imagine, honestly. I mean, that's not me being all optimistic. That's because that's not who I am. That's just what this card means. Whatever you can imagine as the best version of what comes next, that's what you're likely to get. So I hope these were helpful, guys. I know I haven't been on the top of my game the last few weeks. I've got a lot going on, and everybody else does too, and now the world's going nuts and everything on top of that. It's a lot. Homeschooling my kids and everything, just like most of you are, and still trying to keep all of this going despite hardship after hardship. So I really do appreciate the people who have stuck with me and who have continued to tune in, because you guys are amazing, and you're the whole reason I do this anyway. And I really appreciate it, yo. I couldn't have got through the last couple of weeks without you guys, and I hope that this in some small way pays back all of the help that I've gotten, and that it helps you guys out too. Really appreciate you tuning in. All the new people that have joined, I hope I didn't scare you off this time. If you liked what you saw, and maybe you'd like to help me out, thinking about tossing a coin to your seer, there's plenty of links down in the description. You can check those out while you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you're not already following me on social media, you can hit me up on Facebook or Twitter at Real Blind Seer, or Blind Seer Official on Instagram. I got different content on every platform, so there's a lot of different ways to entertain yourself. I try to be pretty generous with my output. Give away more for free than I ever get paid to do, that's for sure. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it helps. I wish you guys the best of luck. Stay in good health. Wash your hands every time you leave the house and come back. That goes without saying. But anyway, stay safe out there, y'all, and best of luck. Hope to see you next time.